Ladakh is a mountain desert in the extreme north of India. It is on the barren Tibetan plateau, but over the centuries, people here have mastered the art of living in harmony with nature, carving oases of green villages in the middle of dry deserts. But now, the 21st century is posing many challenges. While the rest of the world is struggling with cyclones, floods, rising sea levels, we, the mountain people, are facing droughts and flash floods due to unusual melting of glaciers. And we cannot escape these, even though we have contributed very little to the causes of it. Hi, I'm Sonam Wangchuk. I was born in a tiny village called Uletokpo in Ladakh. I'll be sharing with you the challenges that we face in places like Ladakh due to climate change. But more importantly, I'll be sharing with you the local solutions like making artificial glaciers that we are working here in order to adapt to these changing times. Glaciers are the secret of life in these otherwise lifeless looking deserts. But now they are melting away at an alarming rate due to climate change. And this results in shortage of water for the farmers and many conflicts. But all is not gloom and doom. Some of us are working on artificial glaciers that conserves the wasting water in winters and stores it in huge mountains of ice. Then in spring, as these mountains melt, it feeds the farms when the farmers need the most. Then in June, the natural glacial melt streams start flowing and there is actually an excess of water. So the challenge is really to make sure that such ice lasts through the critical months of April and May. And for this, we devised a new concept that we call the ice stupa form of artificial glaciers. Cones of ice that rise vertically upwards and hence does not melt easily in the sun. To prove that the concept works, at our school with my students, we made a 2-story high prototype last winter. The principle or the science behind it is rather simple, that water always maintains its level. We buried a pipeline with its inlet some distance upstream and the outlet where we wanted the glacier to be. Therefore, there was a difference in height between the inlet and the outlet of the pipe. Since water maintains its level, the water at the outlet of the pipe rises to almost the same height as the source, and this requires no electricity, no machines, it's just gravity. Now this water that gushes out from the top of the outlet starts freezing immediately as it comes into contact with winds of -20 to -50 degrees centigrade. And as it does this, it naturally takes the shape of a huge ice cone. The litmus test for this 2-story high ice stupa was to see if it can last till early May. But to our pleasant surprise, by 1st of May, it was still standing 1 story high. And to celebrate this, we invited His Holiness Skyabgon Chetsang Rinpoche to bless this stupa. In Tibetan Buddhism, Skyabgon Chetsang Rinpoche is one of the highest incarnate lamas after His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Apart from that, His Holiness is known for his green activism.
I have been engaged here in Ladakh, that is Go Green Go Organic project starting this year. So one of our projects, one important one projects that is in the Payang village here, because of the shortage of water. And since 20 years, I always thinking they have a nice water, but the wasting in the winter time, they go to the Indus River. So I thinking always they have make some dam, but it's very difficult.
So on 1st of May 2014, His Holiness visited our school and he was so pleased with this form of climate change adaptation that he immediately wanted a full-scale version of the project be built near the famous Phyang monastery, where roughly 1,000 acres of land is lying barren as desert because of shortage of water. So this winter we are going to build a field of several ice stupas, each 12 stories high, to green this desert.
So I visited there, so this is a very excited one project, so that I said immediately I'm going to take this project. So now I'm very happy to make this project in the Phyang monastery. You can see that half of Phyang down is desert.
So what I am essentially saying is that if this ambitious project succeeds, it will not only solve the crisis facing our farmers, but actually help green the vast desert land which we find next to every village in Ladakh. It is for this cause that we seek your support and contribution.
From widely we thinking this not only benefit in Phyang, not only Ladakh, where they have shortage water and where they have winter this season, they can use this all this ice. So I very confident this will be very success. All the donor, this money won't be waste. This will be benefit to all the world.
This short film was finished by October 10, 2014 for a crowdfunding campaign to support the Ice Stupa project. On October 12th, the campaign was flagged off by the Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, His Excellency Shri N.N. Vora.
We've gone even to the extent of manufacturing glaciers. I compliment His Holiness and his colleagues in Ladakh for thinking of such an innovative idea, because time has now come to value and respect every drop of water.
On 22nd of December, when the crowdfunding campaign ended, people of the world had contributed $125,000 against the target of $119,000. Through the winter of 2014-15, the Ice Stupa team, along with the villagers, monks and even soldiers from Phyang, worked ceaselessly despite seemingly insurmountable problems like broken pipes, frozen fountains and so on. After January, the Ice Stupa grew to a maximum height of 64 feet, which was 11 feet taller than the current Guinness World Record for a man-made ice structure. Finally, on 5th of March 2015, the first pilot Ice Stupa was blessed and inaugurated by His Holiness Chetsang Rinpoche.
낙상 가지는 이가는 수윤도 뭐라 아가는 수윤도 만 최대한 잡으식 설송 이가는 다외가는
On this occasion, roughly 1,000 people planted 5,000 trees to be irrigated by the Ice Stupa artificial glacier system. And as spring arrives, the Ice Stupa is adorned in traditional prayer flags, both out of reverence and as a partial shade and windbreak for the warm spring winds. The whole project represents a unique and harmonious blend of tradition and technology for the benefit of the earth and all sentient beings, as promoted by His Holiness Tigung Kyabgon Chetsang Rinpoche.
Jani